Okie dokie, let's get a video going. Do you know what that is over there? Yeah, that's the Biscayne Bay. You guessed. Very good. You know your trivia. That is also, do you know what's over there? That is East Miami. No, it deserves a little bit better than that. That is the East Miami, Florida. Alrighty, let's do a short video. We're going to do something a little bit different this time. We're going to do a 3 minutes to save the world, but this is going to be a little bit differently. It's not going to be a dowsing or an intuition kind of thing. It's 3 minutes. What's that? You like the way I wear my socks? This is straight out of the 70s, man. How can you not love it? Cargo pants, Skechers shoes. For a man in his 50s and 60s, hell yeah. All right, 3 minutes. Let's see if we can communicate something in 3 minutes. Bam, timer is on. It is beautiful Friday afternoon. Dog Park, Biscayne Bay. We love you, Miami. Miami obviously loves us. Okay, that water right there. You know, I asked some of the locals, why doesn't anybody swim out here? Why is nobody swimming? Like, you would think there'd be people out here swimming every day. And there's a simple answer to that, and the answer is, you guessed it, bull sharks. Bull sharks. Apparently this thing is loaded with bull sharks. And apparently bull sharks are assholes. They will bite you for no reason. Some odd reason, Miami streets is kind of like that. It's easy getting in a fight here. My first 4 weeks here, I was like in 4, 5, 6 different, okay, let's get realistic, 4.5 altercations. One minute, 52 seconds. Let's talk about fishing for a second. Bass fishing. Zing. A lot of that has to do with your cast, how you walk up to the water, how you read the water. Depending on what kind of bass you're after, it's going to be either going to be a hunter, a pack hunter, or it's an ambush. And usually, if you got a PhatAzBass, and it's laid up in the corner, it's got a bunch of trees, willow branches hanging down and stuff like that, and you can't get a cast up under there. And anyway, where you can come up around it, it spooks the fish. He's going to see you a mile away. You're going to have to wait for perfect conditions. You're going to have to wait till you got the wind against your back. And whatever bait you're pitching, you're going to have to pitch it straight across the top of the water and go underneath it. And then when your bait hits that water, you need to make your bait look like it itself is a predator feeding on something. And when you do that, you'll trigger that bass to bite. Because if it thinks there's another predator feeding in its domain, in its area, boom, it'll snatch onto your bait and it will grab a hold of it like a pit bull on a kitty cat. Shit you not. Anyways, that's the fishing tip. For all you fishermen out there, in there. Liquid IV, best stuff in the world. I'll do a free commercial on that. You don't even have to pay me to advertise Liquid IV. That's 3 minutes. All right. As rough as the world as may be, as many problems as we got, and as much unjust stuff happens in the world, be the best person, you can be doing everything right, you can be on the right track this way, that way, behind you, forward, doing everything right, and you can still get screwed over. But that's where the rubber meets the road. There's only two things that's going to happen. Either you're going to rise above it, or you're going to become like a a vengeful victim. If there's anything else, I don't know. But anyways, you like how I made those match together, that fishing and that? Pretty cool, right? All right, have a good, see you in the funny papers.